Hello and welcome back to the Bookla channel. Today we have a very special episode. We're gonna build a fully working booking website that can handle any functionality that you can think of. And we're gonna do so with the help of one of the most knowledgeable experts, AI. Last week we rebuilt this website. We fixed what wasn't working, we connected what was not connected, and more importantly, we replaced this contact form with a real booking system. Today I'm gonna show you how to do the same, but with the help of AI. Yes, believe it or not, this clean, professional looking website we built using only AI. Not only it's beautiful, the functionality is there. The booking flow, it's amazing. You can select players, date, times, and even use promo codes. And yes, you can also handle payments. Besides fighting with Lovable for it to understand all my prompts correctly, I was also visiting escape rooms. And I discovered that most of them share something in common. A crappy website with a horrible booking flow. It's even more scary than the attraction itself. That's why this week we're building a escape room website. So, if you are ready to let AI take over this website rebuild, let's begin. Let's go into Google Maps and find a real escape room business so we can rebuild their website. This one over here will work as long as they have a website. They do have a website. It's gonna be a nice one to rebuild. They have two main escape rooms, some map, some reviews. Okay, let's check out the service page. Pictures, some description. What about the next service? The cruise ship. Same, let's reserve. Here we have the price breakdown, the deposit information, and the calendar. Let's book at 11 a.m. Add to cart. Adding to cart, it's already strange, especially with this setup. It's a little confusing, but let's complete purchase. Billing details. It's a lot of pages for us just to add details and make a 20 euro deposit. It feels like it's not converting a lot. Now that we have a clear mission, we will need ChatGPT to gather information, Lovable to build the front end of the web, and Bookla as the booking engine. What is a booking engine? Or why is it important? Or why isn't AI building all of this for me if the whole point is that it will do the job? Let me explain what it is by showing you the final result of the web that we're building today. So here we have the home page, and at the bottom I added this gift card selling section. We can sell the gift card for 300 euros, it's valid for 12 months, and we can gather the data and handle the payment right in there. That is handled by the booking engine. In the booking section of each service, we have the calendar, we have the available times of this date, and the pricing can be dynamic. It can be 100 on the Saturdays, but 95 on the Friday. Furthermore, it has the player selection that increases the price accordingly to the amount of players. It also allows me to sell additional things. In this case, it's a media package for 60 euros, but it could be a beer, a transportation, or a massage. Additionally, it collects the data of the customers and it stores them in a secure place. Additionally, it allows me to input promo codes that actually work. So I can deduct money from the final ticket. And what happens if I add a wrong promo code? Then it will say promo code invalid. And yes, it's very possible to build all of this only with AI. But here is why the booking engine is so needed. This is a business that it needs to scale. What happens when somebody else has to handle the website? What happens when you don't have access to Lovable? Or what happens when you are tired of spending a huge amount of credits just to make a minor change? This is when this portal that the booking engine provides will come in very handy. For example, if I wanted to change just the gift card component from 300 into 187, and I wanted to provide 180 days of validity, we just need to come back here to our web and see what's going on. we changed the price of the gift card and the availability. So 187 is not working anymore. We want to make it 450. 450 then it is. We don't have to give a prompt and wait for the results to happen. Plus, it might break the back end since you already sold one at one price, and then all this data keeping will be very difficult to handle for a back end that is not meant for that. Also, when you want to change the price of the service, so let's say that on the Fridays, you don't want to make it 95. On the Fridays, you want this to be 187, because why 187? Well, nobody knows. We go here to the service itself, pricing, and then every single day is 95. Well, let's make it 187 then, because you decided so. So just by changing everything on your portal, every single day now will be 187. So you updated prices like this. Same with any other feature, sending notifications and even handling the refunds automatically for you. So good thing we don't need to vibe code all of that. Let's get the business information using ChatGPT. So we copy the URL, add it to ChatGPT, and then we're gonna add the following prompt. Please use this link as the only source of information to avoid ChatGPT to gather information anywhere else. Then, description of the escape rooms, business information, and very important to tell it to keep the answer short, not to confuse Lovable. So let's see what we got here. Great, we have the business information, the escape room details, and then a general description. As you can see, ChatGPT always likes to go the extra mile. Good for you, ChatGPT. But yeah, let's go into lovable.dev and then ask for some help. Let's build a website for the following business. Which business? This one right here that we just copied. We're gonna add all these here, and we have it right there. Now we need to indicate Lovable that Bookla will handle booking, availability, pricing, and all of those things for Lovable not to get confused. The booking will be handled by Bookla. This includes availability, prices, additional services offered, promotional codes, notifications, and customer data storage. Here is the master prompt. So let's go ahead and give it the master prompt. You will find this prompt in the description of the video. So now we can tell Lovable to start working. And since Lovable is building the nice website, let's go ahead and start getting our company set up in bookla.com. You can either create an account or sign in if you already have one. And as soon as you open Bookla, you will find this. Add your first service. We need to add two main things, services and resources. The service is what we offer, and the resource is what offers the service. In this case, both of them are going to be named as the escape rooms that we're building, for us not to confuse any of them. So let's go ahead and start adding our resources. We click here on Add Resource, and we give it a name. In this case, it was Cursed House. Once that we give it a name, we need only to add working hours. By clicking here, just add from 10 to 10 in this case and create. Just like that, we have the first resource. Let's add the second one. It was the Cursed Ship in this case. And we also need to add the working hours. From 10 to 10. Once that we're done adding the working hours, we can go ahead and start adding services. We click here on Add Service, and we need to provide a name. I'm going to use the same names, like I said. And here is very important that we choose the right type of booking service. In this case, it will be fixed. So let's go ahead and click there and next. Now we need to add the duration of the service. So I guess it was, let's see, 70 minutes. Okay, let's add 70 minutes right here. And then the type of booking is concerned if it's going to be instant, so as soon as you click book, your booking will be made. It can require prepayment or a confirmation, but don't worry about this, that will change it later on. So let's go ahead and create the first service. Now we need to link it with our resource that we already created. Linked, and we can go ahead and add prices. First thing, we need to set a currency. I'm going to use euros because we're rebuilding a web that is located here, and then the tax rate here is 21% inclusive. With this, I can go ahead and add the first price rule, that it was 70 euros per room. Now, if we click over here, we're going to be able to add a second price rule. This will allow for us to set dynamic pricing, so we can charge differently depending on the time of the day, the escape room itself, or the day of the week. I guess many businesses don't do this part because it's complex. So we're going to set a higher price, a higher priority, and we're going to limit this priority by only Saturdays, and we create. Let's go ahead and create the second service. Is the course shipped? It's going to be fixed. We set the duration, and we can link it with our course ship resource. Now we just need to add pricing in the same way. So we match the currency, the tax, and we're going to add the 70 euro, create. Don't forget to add the second higher price for only Saturdays. Higher priority, limit by days, and create. Now we have 2 resources, 2 services, and 2 prices per service. Dynamic pricing. Imagine if we had to do all this in Lovable. It would just take a lot of credits and a lot of mistakes. So now it's time to add the plugins. What are plugins? Plugins are like skills or superpowers that you can give to the booking engine. You can enable or disable them whenever you need them. You can add functionalities for promotion like gift card, promo codes, subscriptions. You can add payment functionalities. You can add rescheduling rules, cancellation policy so the refunds are happening automatically. Or you can even link your own booking engine with your own Google Calendar. You can do many things with these plugins. To add the plugins, we need to click here on plugins and then add plugins. And then we start adding all the ones we like. Payment gateway, service add-ons is gonna come handy. Email notifications is very necessary. Why not promo codes and booking rules since we're here? Let's start by adding service add-ons. Let's set this up first. The way in which service add-on work is the following. There's 2 types, individual ones that you can upsell like pictures. Do you want to upsell pictures? So people can choose if they want to buy them. And then we have a multiple selection of add-ons, which is group add-ons. This one we're going to use to take care of the different prices according to the amount of players. So every time you choose 5 players, the price will increase accordingly. So we can have an exact total depending on the amount of players. And we can keep that integrated in the booking flow. So let me show you how to do that. We're going to click here on create add-on group. And then we need to make sure that we have enough members in this group. So we need at least 5. And then each member will be a category. The first one is 2 players, and then the price, it will be 0 because there is no additional cost to this service. Remember to select the currency and the taxes. The next one is going to be 3 players, and we need to increase the price by, let's check. Okay, we need to increase the price by 11 euros. Also adding the taxes here. Here now we have 4 players, and the price increase is 18 euros. The following will be, yes, you guessed it, 5 players, and the price increase is 30 euros. Additionally, we have 6 players, and the price increase was 39. Remember the taxes. And we need to add 1 more member here, which is 7 players for 49 additional euros. Great, we create that, and you can see that we have all members and all price increase here. Let's link this with the services. We just click here, link, and add the add-on there. Just like that, we link them to the services. Let's go ahead and create a single add-on this time. We can call this single add-on media package. It will be 2 pictures and 1 video, and the price can be 60 euros with taxes. And we need also link it back to our services. Amazing. Let's go ahead and take care of the promo codes. First thing, we give it a name. So in this case, I'm going to use Fear. The title will be discount. And then here we need to make sure that we are using the correct rules that we want to use. We can use a percentage discount or a fixed amount. I'm going to use a fixed amount this time, and it's going to be 25 euro discount every time you apply this promo code. We can also set different rules for different services. By clicking here on Add Rule, we can set different amounts per service. So I'm gonna isolate Curse House, select Fix, but this time I'm gonna give it a lesser discount, 15 euros, for example. We can also limit the usage by unlimited, single use, and then we can create. The next plugin that we're going to install is an all-time favorite of business owners. It's very useful to handle rescheduling, cancellation policy, and automatic refunds if there is any payment involved. I'm talking about booking rules, so let's install that one right now. We click here on booking rules and we need to add new cancellation rule. We give it a name, and if we don't select any service, it will apply to all of them. Now, people will get 95% of their money back as long as they cancel within 48 hours of the event. And then if you cancel between 48 and 24 hours, you will get 40% back. And if you cancel with less than 24, you will get 0. And if you cancel with more than 48, you will get 95. And in between, 40%. Very complex rule that we just set the constraints and it will work automatically. It will generate the refund for the people automatically. So no need to code, no need to spend money on credits. Great. Now we can go and add rescheduling rule. It's almost the same, but we give it a name and then we set the amount of hours that we will allow people to reschedule. I guess 24 is okay. Let's add contact details, because if there is a dispute or something and they need to contact us, people need to have a phone number and an email. Then we can add our office hours here for them to call us within the allowed times, not to call on the Sunday night or something. Friday 16. Great. Now we have booking rules. Amazing. Let's see how Lovable is doing. What do you need from me, my friend? It needs the region of our server, either Europe or US. It needs the company ID and the front-end API key. So let's first take care of the region. We're working in Europe, so let's choose European server. Company region is Europe. The API key, let me show you how to get it. Here on Bookla, we're gonna click on developers, create API key, and we need to name it first. Escape room. Choose client access only, otherwise you might have issues. And very important, save this in a secure place. It will not be displayed again. Now that I have it here on notes, I'm gonna come back to Lovable, and there you go. Now the company ID, let me show you how to get that one too. Here, on top of the name, you click here in these square thingies and put it back here. Now go to work, my friend. What is this? Some questions. What language should the site be in? Let's make it bilingual. Want me to generate 3 visual designs? Yes, let's choose from 3 visual designs. Good. And then we need to review these answers before submitting to make sure that is what we want. And submit. I'm gonna speed up time here because it's gonna think for about 7, probably 10, probably 12 minutes. And let's see what it comes up with. Alright, we have our 3 main images. I like the third one, but I need more. I want you to add the following videos to the hero section of each escape room. And I have some moving images here that I want to add. Well, 1 video and 1 image. I'm providing 1 for the house and 1 for the ship. Also create a nice image for the hero section of the home page. I like the third option. And it's gonna work there. Working, reading. Boom! We have our website. Let's see. Okay. Nice. The moving image is there and the other one as well. And look at this booking flow. We select the date, the time. I don't see the amount of players, so let's follow through with the booking to see what else we need to fix. It wasn't gonna come in the first one, right? It wasn't gonna just appear there. Let's try the promo code. Promo code also working. That is a major win. So we have 70 here, and if I apply the promo code, look at this, 55. Great. This is such nice connection in the first prompt. How do I go back here? No navigation bar. Add navigation bar and include the add-ons linked to each service. Also create a success page, failure redirect, and cancel redirect for Stripe. Good job so far. I like to tell the AI that it's doing a good job in case that whenever they're gonna conquer the world, they're gonna know that I was nice to them. I guess you also think the same. And we might not be wrong after all, who knows? So go to work, my friend, and do your thing. In the meantime, let's take care of notifications. We haven't. So here we have template placeholders, one for merchant, one for client, and one for reminders. The way they work is we create a template that will behave differently depending on the booking, and we use variables. These variables take the place of real data whenever the booking is done. And this way we can automate the communications with the customers, and we don't need to involve the AI into this because it might get hectic, and you don't want AI to be sending emails yet, even though they are great, right? So first, let's take care of the settings. We need to add at least a reply to email right here. And we can also add a sender's email, but this only works if you have your own domain email. It will not work with Gmail or Outlook. This also allows you to change the name of the email sender, so I highly advise this. Instead of getting an email from Bookla, you will get an email from Escape Room number 3 or whatever name of your company. Now that we have this here, let's create the first template for confirm email. The first thing that I'm gonna do here is just amend the subject line. We hope you like Fear. Your booking is confirmed. This will be the subject line to all confirmation emails. And then on the body of the email, we're gonna add your next adventure awaits you. Do you think you can escape from... Let's keep using these variables right here. So I'm gonna use the service variable to make this template dynamic. So it will change a little every time the service is different. So do you think you can escape from the haunted house? We delete this. Remember, your mission is scheduled for, and we're gonna keep these variables, the start date and the start time. There, amazing. I'm gonna get rid of the end time in case people get stuck. You can find our location here, and then we can add an address link. Amazing. Additionally, I'm gonna add a special variable. In case you need to manage your booking, you can click here. But where? Let's go into Bookla Docs, docs.bookla.com. Here, there is a lot of information about everything. So today I'm concerned with the email notifications plugin. And I need this very last variable that will grant the user access to the managing URL of their booking. Let's also add a reminder. So we only need to change again subject line, and I'm gonna say, hey Felix, don't be scared, but your booking starts on. And then instead of friendly reminder, scary reminder. That's enough. Great. At this point, we have almost all the functionality that a respectable booking website requires. The only thing missing is to add the payment gateway. Let's see how our friend is doing with these URLs. Alrighty, they are done. So let's see if they work. There. Yep. So I'm gonna put this here on Stripe already and start connecting. So success URL. Now let's get cancel URL and failure URL. The only thing we need is the secret key that we're gonna get on stripe.com dashboard, and then we click here on the bottom left on developers API key and click on the secret key. Let's put it back into Stripe and just like that, connect. Good, we have payments. So everything is going nice. Now the only thing missing is the add-ons. I will provide the IDs. Add-ons, and then on top of the name is the IDs. I'm gonna add one there, comma, and the second one for Ed to understand exactly what I want. So go to work, my friend. You might have noticed that I given Lovable the same command a few times. Please connect the add-ons, even though I'm being polite. It's important that we give tasks one at a time if they are complex, because otherwise AI doesn't know how to prioritize what we want it to do. I see Lovable has been busy, so it seems like it finished what I asked. It says, wire the two add-ons in directly, and then it shows the rest of the things. Amazing, let's try this and see how it's looking. So far, so good, it didn't break, so that's good news. The booking flow still holding on, amazing. So we can choose the date, the time, and the players, which are required, and the price behaves accordingly to the amount of players. We can also choose this media package over here. Great. I can see that the description says 2 pictures and 1 video, and the only way that it knew that is that it's communicating correctly. So let's check the promo codes, because sometimes the minor things are the ones that break when you give a new command here. So promo code is working, great. I guess we can make a booking and pay. Wait a minute. For us to pay, we need to go to services, to settings, and change from instant to prepayment right here. Let's do that on the other service as well, from instant to prepayment. Done. That's how fast you edit the backend here. Let's publish this thing already. So we need to add a few details here. So like name, a little picture, and some description here. Continue. Publish. And let's go see it live. Nope, we don't need translation. We have live bilingual web. Let's revise everything before we are sure that we are winners. Okay, this is working, the players are working, the media package is working. What about dynamic pricing? Is it more expensive on Saturdays? Yes, it is. Great. What about my promo code? From 189 goes to 164. Okay, so it's taking 25 off. It's taking 15 out of the other service. Let's see. So on the non-Saturday, we have 70. And on the Saturdays, we have 80. Good. This is working nice. The package and promo code takes 15 off. I have an idea. Let's modify this promo code so you have an idea how quickly it is to change everything. So we're gonna go here into promo codes, and we see that it's 25 and has one rule. We click here on these 3 dots and edit. And then we can change 15 for 45 and update. Just like that, this should be updated. Ha! Look at this. Look at this. Now let's change the price of the services, since we're changing things, right? Let's make this from 80 to 100. And let's change the other service also from 80 to 100. So now it's 100 euros on the Saturday. Let's select another day and check. Look at this, 100 on the Saturdays. So it will be 209, but with our promo code is 164. So bigger promo code, bigger price. Now we can go and pay. Payment gateway is working. And make this super quick. Success page working. What about the email? This is important right here. Great. We hope you like Fear. Your booking is confirmed. Dear Felix, not a variable. Your next adventure awaits you. Do you think you can escape from the cursed house? Not the variable, cursed house. Remember, your mission is scheduled for Saturday, June 27.4. You can check our address here. Great. And you can manage your booking here. So here I can see that we use a promo code, number one thing that I can see. So very nice disclosure of things, and we can get 95% refund. We can also reschedule this for another date or the same date later on. Good. Everything is as it should be. We can cancel and we will get 95% back. Let's skip the booking for now. And we have our information here. So this is the part I mentioned earlier. Now that we know for sure that functionality is there because we test in all the different environments, in live web, in building web, the promo codes, etc. Only now I'm gonna go ahead and change a few things of the design. Let's go back to Lovable and tell the following. Can you make the images and videos 30% lighter, less dark, I'm specifying, and the booking component 30% smaller? Doesn't have to be 30%, make it look professionally made. And there it is. Much better. Before we couldn't see the images in the hero section of the escape rooms. Now they are visible. What about the booking size? Yeah, much better. It doesn't take the whole space. Good, let's update and publish. Now I want to test the refund policy. We test that 90% was working, but what about 0%? So if I'm making this booking so soon, it should not allow me to get any refund. Let's confirm the booking here and pay. Let's go to the email and check if it's 0%. Good, 0%. Let's check the 40% now. So it should be between 24 and 48 hours of the event that we can get 40%. So let's add all the data here and confirm booking. Let's see, do we have it? Great, 40%. As you can see, this setup allows the functionality to keep working even after the service was provided or even if the customer doesn't want to go there. A good setup needs to make the life of the business easier, not just be pretty and nice looking, because as we can see now with AI, everybody can handle that part. But what about the functionality? This is what I always express to my customers whenever I'm making a web. We need to have functionality that will make your life easier. So, good. Let's add something else. I was saving the best for last. I want to show you how to add gift cards, because this type of business is very giftable. So we're gonna add it like any other plugin and click here and just give it a name first. Then we need to choose the amount. In this case, we're gonna choose 200 euros and we click connect. Now we need to add a design. It needs to be a PDF, so I already have this one here made. And now we need to add two fields. So the code field, I'm gonna drag and drop here. Let's enable mockup values so we can see how it's gonna look. And now we can style this a bit. So the color white, the font size 140, center here. And we need to add now the date, expiration date. Let's make it white, a little bigger, too big. There we go. And we can even change the font of this thing if we wanted to. Yeah, this goes better. And save template. Great, let's copy this here and tell Lovable to build a gift card purchasing flow. Add to the homepage a gift card section. The gift card is handled by Bookla. This is the ID. And let's wait. Added gift card section on the homepage with Bookla widget. No, I don't want the widget, so I'm gonna tell it do not integrate the widget. What I want to do is to have the seamless flow there. So not via widget, it's like add-ons or services. Good, now it says that it did it correctly. I can see that it's working good. And yeah, Stripe will not work on the demo. So let's update and publish and try to get a gift card. Good. Let's pay. Do you know what we forgot? To enable the emails for the gift card. So it's very quickly here, clients, add new template. This time we're gonna choose gift card purchase, and we can just change your gift card for your escape card. And then we're glad to say that your gift card arrived. Let's redo this thing and repurchase the gift card. Okay. The data, the email, pay, and we pay. This time we should have it here on the email. There it is. What about the PDF? There it is. Nice looking gift card. And if we copy this code here and we come back to the web and we try to make a booking for 70 euros, here we apply our promo code or gift card code, we see that now we have to pay 0. So let's process one time. I should have 130 left. If I book again, I should have 60 left. So let me refresh here and try that one more time. So I have 60 left on this gift card. And we need to pay 10. Great. Let's see how much we have to pay on Stripe. And we have to pay 10. If this is not the best setup for a booking company in the easiest way, I don't know what it is. Well, my friends, that is all for today. This is the bitter end. I hope that by now you're a bit more knowledgeable about the scope of AI web building and what you can do with Bookla and Lovable. We also use ChatGPT a little, but we all know that one is an old friend. Who would have thought that by now ChatGPT wouldn't be such an old tool? It's still great though, by the way. If you still have any questions, if there is something that we didn't cover or something that you would like to see, please let me know down here in the comments. Also, you will find in the comments all the documentation that I used today, including the master prompt. If you found this video useful or interesting, please share a like with us. I will appreciate it a lot. And don't forget to subscribe to the Bookla channel so you can stay up to date with the latest releases. See you next time, my friends. Bye.